Are you feeling overwhelmed by the obstacles in your life? Like no matter how hard you try, you can't seem to get ahead? At 75, you may feel like life is a constant battle, whether it's dealing with health issues, the pressure of past decisions, or the struggle to adjust to the changes that come with age. You might even find yourself thinking, I wish I could turn back time or change what I did wrong. If this resonates with you, then I'm here to tell you you don't have to live in that space of regret or frustration. In this moment, I want to guide you through a powerful transformation. I'm going to show you exactly what you need to stop doing immediately, so you can start living the life you deserve. The truth is, there are things we do mentally and emotionally that hold us back from living our best lives. The good news, you can make these changes now, at any stage of life, and it's going to make all the difference. The reason you're reading this today is because you're at a pivotal point. Maybe you're noticing the limitations of what you can or can't do anymore. Or maybe you're just tired of feeling like there's no way out of your current struggles. But what if I told you that these limitations are not the end of your story, but the beginning of a new chapter? It's time to stop doing the things that are keeping you stuck and start doing what will set you free. In this script, I'll break down exactly what's holding you back, why it's time to stop those habits or mindsets, and most importantly, how you can take actionable steps today to shift things in your favor. You're not alone in this journey, whether it's the mental weight of guilt, the physical limitations of age, or the emotional struggle that sometimes feels insurmountable. We're going to tackle each of these roadblocks together. You deserve peace of mind. You deserve happiness. And you deserve to feel like you're truly living, not just existing. I'm going to lay out some hard truths and provide you with the tools and wisdom to make real change. I know it won't be easy, but you can do it. This is your moment to take control, to say, enough is enough, and embrace the future with hope and confidence. If you stay with me through this, I promise you'll feel empowered to make the necessary changes to create a more fulfilling, peaceful life. So let's dive in and address the issues at hand. The first thing I need you to understand is that at 75, there are habits and mindsets you've been holding on to that need to change immediately. The longer you hold on to these, the more they will weigh you down, affecting your health, your relationships, and your overall peace of mind. Let's start by identifying the problem. As we age, many of us begin to feel as though we've lost our sense of purpose. We might begin to feel disconnected from the world around us, especially if we've retired, lost loved ones, or find ourselves facing the harsh realities of declining health. These challenges can make it hard to see a clear path forward. But here's the truth. What keeps us stuck is often not the world around us, but the choices we make on a daily basis. There are some things you may be doing without even realizing it that are actively sabotaging your growth. These are things you're holding on to that no longer serve you. They're keeping you in the same cycle of frustration and stagnation. First, many of us become stuck in a mindset of regret. We dwell on past mistakes, on what we could have done differently, on missed opportunities. But here's the thing, it's too late to change what's happened. What you can control, what you can change, is what you do right now. This constant focus on the past prevents you from embracing the present and future. You're letting the past steal your peace. And that's something you need to stop immediately. Another dangerous habit many of us have is allowing fear to dictate our actions. As we age, we often develop fears around the unknown, especially regarding our health and future. We fear what could happen next, whether it's physical decline or isolation. These fears often trap us in a state of paralysis, where we convince ourselves it's easier to stay in our comfort zone no matter how unhappy we may be. We also have a tendency to overextend ourselves for others, out of a deep sense of duty or obligation. While caring for others is noble, it can become draining when we do it at the cost of our own well-being. Over time, this constant self-sacrifice leads to burnout, resentment, and a loss of self-care. It's time to stop giving from an empty cup. These are just a few examples of the mental and emotional habits that are holding you back. And trust me, I understand how easy it is to fall into these patterns. You've spent years building your life in a certain way, and change feels overwhelming. But if you want to live a life that is full, joyful, and free from regret, you need to make a decision. Stop these habits now. You might be wondering, what happens if I don't stop? The truth is, continuing down this path will only make things worse. You will continue to carry the weight of regret and fear. And over time, these negative emotions will manifest in your health. You might start to notice physical symptoms like anxiety, depression, or even chronic fatigue. Your relationships could suffer, as people will sense your negativity and withdraw. And most importantly, you'll rob yourself of the ability to truly enjoy the time you have left. But here's where it gets better. You don't have to stay stuck. You can change. To make a shift, we need to start with a change in mindset. The first thing you need to do is stop believing that you're too old to change. Age is not an excuse for inaction. It's an opportunity for transformation. You have decades of wisdom, life experience, and resilience to draw from. Use that. But most importantly, stop telling yourself that it's too late to start fresh. So, how do you shift your mindset and begin to move forward? The answer is simple, but it takes effort. Start by embracing self-compassion. You've done your best with the information you had at the time. Now it's time to forgive yourself for past mistakes and start showing yourself kindness. Next, you need to make the decision to stop limiting yourself with negative thoughts. Every time you catch yourself thinking, "I can't do that anymore," replace it with, "I will try my best, and that's enough." Reframe your limitations into opportunities. Your body may not be as strong as it once was, but your mind is just as sharp, and you have the power to cultivate a new life at any age. Now that you've shifted your mindset, let's look at some actionable steps you can take immediately to improve your situation. The first thing you need to do is start small. Pick one area of your life where you feel the most stuck, and make a change today. This could be something as simple as getting outside for a walk every day, or taking up a hobby you've always wanted to explore. Next, it's time to set boundaries both with others and yourself. It's okay to say no. You don't have to please everyone, and you don't have to do everything. Prioritize your health, happiness, and peace of mind. Finally, make time for reflection. Set aside a few moments every day to check in with yourself. What do you need today? What do you want for tomorrow? The more you listen to your inner self, the clearer the path will become. These are small, actionable steps that will begin to move you forward. And you might not feel a huge change right away, but that's okay. Change takes time, and it's the small, consistent actions that will yield the biggest results. As you start taking action, you'll face challenges. Doubts will creep in. It's natural to feel scared or uncertain when you start something new, especially when you've spent so much time feeling stuck. But I want you to remember, you have already overcome so much. Every challenge you faced up until now has made you stronger. And these new challenges will, too. Don't let fear hold you back. Don't let the idea of failure stop you from trying. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to keep going. As long as you keep moving forward, no matter how small the step, you are succeeding. There are so many people who have overcome similar obstacles and are now living their best lives. Take Sarah. For example, at 73, she found herself isolated after the loss of her spouse. For years, she thought she was too old to make new friends or start fresh. But when she stopped letting fear dictate her actions and decided to join a local senior group, she found a renewed sense of purpose and joy. You can have that same experience. The opportunities are there. You just have to take the first step. Now, as you continue this journey, remember that the work doesn't stop here. Personal growth is a lifelong pursuit. It's easy to get discouraged if you don't see immediate results. But the key is consistency. Keep celebrating small wins. Stay motivated by your progress. And don't be afraid to ask for help when needed. But also, remember to take care of yourself. It's easy to burn out if you're pushing too hard. So make sure you're taking time to rest, recharge, and enjoy life along the way. Don't feel guilty for taking time for yourself. It's essential for your long-term well-being. At the end of the day, this is about embracing the life you have left, making it meaningful, and creating the kind of future you deserve. You're not too old to make a change. In fact, you're the perfect age to do so. Let's break it down. Embracing the life you have left. The phrase, embracing the life you have left, refers to recognizing that life is finite. It reminds us that no matter how much time we have left, it's essential to appreciate the present moment and use it wisely. Embracing life, in this sense, doesn't necessarily mean making drastic changes right away, but being aware of the time we have and deciding to live more fully and with intention, making it meaningful. A life that's meaningful often connects to one's values, passions, and purpose. The statement encourages you to reflect on what truly matters to you and to engage in pursuits that fulfill those inner desires. Meaning doesn't necessarily come from wealth, status, or external achievements. It could come from nurturing relationships, creating art, volunteering, learning new things, or taking time for personal growth. The idea is that your life, no matter where you are in it, can still have profound significance if you dedicate yourself to things that matter, creating the kind of future you deserve. This portion highlights the notion that you have the ability to shape the future that aligns with your dreams and aspirations. Whether you are 30, 50, or 70 years old, you deserve to live a life that fulfills your potential, brings you joy, and aligns with your values. By focusing on what you want out of the future and taking steps toward that, you can create the life you desire, whether it's achieving certain goals, finding happiness, or making a positive impact on the world around you. You are not too old to make a change. The statement addresses the common misconception that age limits your ability to change or pursue new dreams. It tells you that no matter how old you are, it's never too late to reinvent yourself, learn new skills, or embark on a new journey, age should not be a barrier. Instead, it can be seen as an advantage, providing wisdom, experience, and perspective that younger versions of yourself might not have had. This part encourages people to stop seeing age as an obstacle and start viewing it as an opportunity to finally act on their dreams. You're the perfect age to do so. This is the most empowering part of the statement. It flips the conventional narrative of "I'm too old" and reframes it by saying that the current age you're at is the perfect one for change. No matter how many years have passed, you have the accumulated experiences, skills, and emotional intelligence to make meaningful changes. This phrase encourages you to trust that you are in the right place in life to take bold steps toward transformation. Now, take a deep breath. Acknowledge where you are right now. It's okay if it feels hard, but also recognize that this moment is the beginning of something incredible. You are capable of achieving more than you think. So, stop holding on to what no longer serves you and start living with purpose today. You've got this. Now is the time to act.